was me.
Come on, MP.
I made it quiet. Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Take that. I got ball.
Oh, yeah, come on. Talk it. Talk it now.
How you feeling, MP?
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
They can't stop me!
We hope to see you again. So visit us online or at the ticket booth for availability of any future game. The National Basketball Association and the New Orleans Pelicans are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, jumping into the court or the front left, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or other guest. Oh, don't forget to come out to the game for calendar day. What better way to pass the end of a Pistons week? Starting at point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 13, McCall.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. And tonight, we'll see the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Pelicans, Tice at center with Williamson next to him. Shea is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Now here's Williamson. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Williamson double team. Here's McCoy. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Reed with a screen on Murray. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. And we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So we'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Shea outside. Pass to Murray. A three ball. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. I know that's three, but I wanted to give you three different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Randall outside. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And McCoy pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Williamson, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Outside Conley. Murray against Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Free throw, good. Shea. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
You will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Williamson, the pass to Tice. Shea outside. Pass to Ingram. Step back shot, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Randall. He has yet to score. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Down low, here's McCoy. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And it's 7 points for Che.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. And checking out some numbers for Naz Reid.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Daniel Tice. Here's McCoy, and Shea throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Banked in off the glass.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here's Che. 9 points in the game so far. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Pelicans, number 1.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Edwards with it. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Look at that from Edwards, way out there.
Shea inside, over by Conley. Williamson outside, over Randall, and it's Williamson missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Randall, inside. Here's Reid. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. And here is Williamson. Shea outside. In the corner, Murray with it. Shea sends a screen for Murray. From the corner. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Murray. And now that's 11 points for Shea.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And now a developing story in the NBA. Let's now go live to Shams Charania, who is checking in with the details. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thank you, Kevin. Things are happening for Philly in the 76ers front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. Reed misses. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. 6-point lead. Shea dishes to Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 6 points.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
Edwards looking it over. There's the triple. No good. Shot missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shea outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Randall. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
Mike Conley is one of those guys who simply worked himself into being an outstanding three-point shooter.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against Washington was a man on a mission. He dropped in 38 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. You're looking to follow that up tonight, guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Edwards. He has 5. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bounce pass, Conley. Got loose. Here's McCoy. He's got 11. 1:24 left in the first. It's Ingram on the wing. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Mike Conley with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Edwards. Over Shea. Edwards. That's good. Edwards got 7.
Edwards flexing on them now. Bully ball inside.
Shea outside. Here's Ingram from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Conley kicks to Randall. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And finished off by Edwards.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And so it's New Orleans. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for New Orleans.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jaden McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Alexander-Walker. Drops in the layup for 2.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
New Orleans leading by 13. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Timberwolves have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
With the shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Here's DiVincenzo, and it's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Alexander Walker.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
McCollum right side. There's the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Che. And the foul called on Che. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Ingles with a screen on McCollum. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, let's take this chance now to bring up the rookies at the head of their class in steals this past month. You look at Shea. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Well, he's a premier pickpocket last month among rookies. You can't afford to get lazy around him because he'll leave you empty-handed for sure.
Pass to McCollum. It's good. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Ball's knocked loose. And here is McDaniel. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniel.
McCoy, and Jay throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker, and he's good on the 3 ball. Alexander Walker's got 7.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Pass to McCollum. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 14. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Out to the right wing. Here's McCoy, and another 3 for New Orleans.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, Alexander Walker. He's got 7. Ingles finds DiVincenzo. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over McCollum. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. A nice shot by McCoy. McCoy's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards has come in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Mike Conley subbed in for McDaniels. Reid finds Alexander Walker. Outside Conley. To the paint, trying to end the drought, and the layup is good. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Pass to McCollum, fires from deep. McCoy, Shea on the follow. McCoy's got 24 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Shea outside. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out the chase. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. 27 points for Shea.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Bounce pass for Randall. Kept alive, Minnesota. Conley, the pass to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Tice. New Orleans leading by 22. Kicks it out to Che. Back to McCollum. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Conley gets the bucket.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to talk to his guys. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Green. Ingram comes in for Herbert Jones. And it's DeJounte Murray in for McCollum. And a change for the Timberwolves. McDaniels checked in. Pass to Williamson. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 19. Now Conley. Covered by Che. Now here's Edwards. 3-pointer. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You take a look at Ingram. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Che, right side. Pass to Williamson. Stolen by Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Here's McCoy, and Che throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Randall surveying the D. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Randall's got 5.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Che kicks to Ingram. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 16. Conley dishes to Edwards. Murray against Conley. Here's Randall. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. New Orleans has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. And rejection by McDaniel. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Six on the shot clock. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for it. 31 points for Jay.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
11 feet away. And Reed throws it down.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
Jay outside. Fires the three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the New Orleans Pelicans.
This is the kind of selfless effort you love to see. They bought it into the game plan. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, guys.
That coaching staff has to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. While you look at Jay in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. Shea is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Tice in at center. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. And the three ball is good. Edwards got 15.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
McCoy passes to Murray. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Conley, and the foul called on Shea. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Well, you look at Murray's length and his speed and his footwork, defensive IQ, all of those things allow him to guard multiple positions.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Back to Williamson. Tice sets a screen for Williamson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Good on the second free throw.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Reed against Tice. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. Gets rebounded by New Orleans. McCoy's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williamson is screen on Conley. Ingram outside. Murray for 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Reed misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Shea left side. Pass to Williamson. No good on that one. Randall with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 20. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Now here's Shea, covered by Conley. A nice shot by McCoy.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
It was rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness. I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's Edwards on the wing. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now that's 17 points for Anthony Edwards. Pelicans leading by 22. Shea outside. Murray outside. Here's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his third assist on the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Reed gets the bucket.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Shea outside. Pass to Tice. Kicks it out to Shea. 6 to shoot. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 21. And the foul called on Shea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And things seem to be getting tougher for the big spending teams, Clark, but we're seeing a lot of them go all in before the toughest penalties take effect.
Yeah, you know, the frozen pick provision kicks in next season, and the season after that, luxury taxes ramp way up. Powerhouse teams trying to make hay while the sun shines is a pretty good strategic business move, but the landscape is certainly changing.
Shea outside, and it's McCollum in the corner. Shea outside. Tice sets a screen for Ingram. Again, the Pelicans score.
The reach of a center, the touch of a guard, Ingram, a towel.
Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Lets it go from deep. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Tice sets a screen for McCollum. They grab their own miss. Shea on the follow.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Reed. Now here's McDaniels. Fires the 3. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Ingram wide open. Sinks the triple. Ingram's got 7 now in this quarter.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Conley the pass to Edwards. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Shea outside. McCollum outside. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Great shot by McCollum. He takes pride in knocking down those threes.
Now here is Conley. He's guarded closely. Pass to Randall. Here's Reed. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. New Orleans has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. With the fadeaway. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, McCollum, he can find shots in the mid-range. That's part of his versatility.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Daniel Tice. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Three-pointer Randall. Kept alive Minnesota. Gobert can't hit.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Ingram. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the foul called on Shea. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Here's Gobert. No scoring in this one. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Clock at 6. Randall right side. Can they get it? Gobert with the bounce pass. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. Substitution here for New Orleans. Daniel Tice is checked in for Herbert Jones. Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. Murray's checked in for Jose Alvarado. And Chase subbed in for McCollum. Ingles passes to Shannon. Poked away. So on the floor for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the 1 spot. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Jay kicks to Tice. Inside. Outside for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 5 assists in the game.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. Takes a 3. Hands it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Williamson, the screen. Floats it up for Williamson. Alexander Walker passes to Shannon.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And that one's good. Ingram.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. For Murray. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Pelicans leading by 23. Jay kicks to Tice. And here is Williamson. Ingles covering. A shake. And Williamson with the layup.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Shannon. And the layup is good. Shannon's got 7 points for the quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Shea outside. Murray outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Shea. Murray outside. Murray gets the screen from McCoy.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Alexander Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Shea outside. Hawkins passes to Robinson Earl. Over Gobert. Again, the Pelicans score.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Count the basket.
Since his college days, DiVincenzo's really refined his handle. That's a sweet move right there.
McCoy passes to Robinson Earl. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shea outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. 5 on the clock. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for. His ability to swat shots away with ease.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's DiVincenzo, and McCoy pulls it down. McCoy's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. from downtown, and another three for New Orleans.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Edwards got 22.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Shea outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. They set the screen. The shot by Hawkins, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And here is Ingles. Alexander Walker up top, guarded by Green. Here's DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McCoy's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Poke loose. To the inside. Over to the left wing. They set the pick. Hawkins. Hawkins can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves shooting 41% for the game. Outside Edwards. "14 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Williamson kicks to Shea. 6 on the shot clock. Tice with a screen on Randle. Here's Williamson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Randle outside. Back to Edwards. Pass to Reed. Here's Randle. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Shea dishes to Williamson. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin, and there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And it's Brandon Ingram with Reed finds McDaniel. Here's Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Edwards against Murray. Shot clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Che.
Well, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Randall outside, and stolen by Che. Randall against Williamson.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
That free throw good from Williamson. Both shots good from the stripe. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Stats guy always gets a workout when MP is in the lineup.